Early this morning, a bomb went off near the U.S. consulate in Afghanistan, damaging the front gate. Around 6 a.m. local time, attackers drove towards the gate and met Afghan security in gun battle. The 7 attackers, who were later found out to be Taliban, were all killed. There were no U.S. casualties, but 3 locals were killed in the attack. The Begu family of Fargo is creating more electricity than they used this year. After installing 30 solar panels on their roof, their electricity bills went from $1,200 to $0. The system cost the family about $35,000, but they expect it to pay for itself in just 20 years. In the future, the Begu family plans to buy electric cars and use wind energy to power their home. A 15-year-old Fargo boy was beat up last month after sending an explicit Snapchat to another boy's 13-year-old sister. The girl's 15-year-old brother saw the Snapchat of the boy's genitals and took matters into his own hands. He set up a meeting at a come-and-go convenience store and beat the Snapchatter using his fists and a baseball bat. Police executed a search warrant on the girl's cell phone last week. It is still unclear if the incident resulted in charges. 2 days ago marked the anniversary of September 11th, and al-Qaeda terrorists haven't forgotten. The leader of al-Qaeda sent a message threatening the U.S. In his message, he asked terrorists to keep up the battle here in the United States and even brought up the Boston bombings as an example of their efforts. So far, there is no word as to what retaliation our government is taking in response to this threat. And now for a look at the weather. Today we have a high of 76 with a low of 55 tonight and a chance of rain tomorrow with a high of 66. And for the weekly forecast, there will be highs in the 60s and lows in the 40s this weekend, with temperatures warming up to the 70s and 80s next week, and a chance of storms on Tuesday. This has been an SUTV News Update brought to you by the NDSU BookStore.